Hello and welcome to AI Voyage. We're thrilled to have you with us as we explore the fascinating world of the human mind and discover how to overcome cognitive biases to unlock the full potential of our decision-making abilities. The human mind is a complex and multifaceted system that includes various cognitive processes such as perception, attention, memory, reasoning, and emotion. At a high level, the human mind receives information through the senses, processes it through various cognitive processes, and produces thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in response. Perception is the process by which the brain interprets and organizes sensory information from the environment. Attention is the process by which the mind focuses on specific information while filtering out distractions. Memory involves the encoding, storage, and retrieval of information, which can be either short-term or long-term. Reasoning and problem-solving involve using cognitive processes to understand, analyze, and solve complex problems or situations. Emotions are complex psychological states that involve both physiological and subjective components, and they can influence our thoughts and behaviors. Overall, the human mind is an incredibly complex system that is still not fully understood, and it continues to be a subject of ongoing research and study in fields such as psychology, neuroscience, and cognitive science. One of the most intriguing aspects of the human mind is its ability to learn and adapt to new situations. This is made possible through the brain's plasticity, which allows it to reorganize itself in response to changes in the environment, experiences, or even injury. In addition to its cognitive functions, the human mind also has a social dimension. Humans are social beings, and the mind is intricately connected to social interactions and relationships. Social cognition involves the mental processes that enable us to understand, perceive, and navigate social situations, and it includes processes such as empathy, theory of mind, and social perception. It's important to note that the human mind is not a static entity, but is rather constantly evolving and changing over the course of our lives. Our experiences, learning, and interactions with the world can shape and influence our cognitive processes, emotions, and behaviors. Overall, the human mind is a complex and dynamic system that is still being explored and studied by researchers and scientists. While there is still much to learn about how the mind works, advances in fields such as neuroscience and psychology are helping to shed light on this fascinating subject. What's the biggest human mind vulnerability? The human mind has many vulnerabilities, but one of the biggest is cognitive bias. Cognitive biases are systematic errors in thinking that can lead to irrational judgments, faulty decision-making, and inaccurate perceptions of reality. They are a result of the brain's tendency to take mental shortcuts and rely on heuristics, which can sometimes lead to errors. Cognitive biases can manifest in many different ways, including confirmation bias, the tendency to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs. Availability bias, the tendency to overvalue information that is easily accessible. And the sunk cost fallacy, the tendency to continue investing in a project or decision because of the resources already invested, even if it is no longer rational to do so. Cognitive biases can have a significant impact on our lives, influencing everything from the decisions we make to our relationships and interactions with others. They can also lead to misunderstandings and conflict, as different individuals may perceive the same situation differently based on their biases. While cognitive biases are a natural part of the human mind, being aware of them and learning to recognize them can help to mitigate their impact. By cultivating a more objective and open-minded approach to decision-making and problem-solving, we can reduce the impact of cognitive biases and make more rational and informed choices. How can we solve the human brain biases? While it is not possible to completely eliminate cognitive biases from the human brain, there are some strategies that can be used to mitigate their impact and help improve decision-making. Here are 2 ways to solve the human brain biases. First, increase self-awareness. The first step in overcoming cognitive biases is to be aware of their existence and how they can affect our decision-making. One way to increase self-awareness is to actively seek out information that challenges our existing beliefs and assumptions. This can help us to recognize when we are relying on mental shortcuts or heuristics that may be leading us astray. Another way to increase self-awareness is to seek feedback from others and be open to constructive criticism. And second way is by using decision-making frameworks. Decision-making frameworks can help to structure and organize our thinking, making it easier to identify and overcome biases. For example, the scientific method is a framework that involves making a hypothesis and then testing it through experimentation and drawing conclusions based on the evidence. Another framework is devil's advocacy, which involves deliberately challenging a proposed decision to identify potential flaws or biases. By using decision-making frameworks, we can be more systematic and objective in our decision-making and reduce the impact of cognitive biases. In summary, increasing self-awareness and using decision-making frameworks are two ways to help solve human brain biases. These strategies can help to mitigate the impact of biases and improve the quality of our decision-making. If you found this video informative, give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. See you on the next AI Voyage.